Hi, I'm Zank, and in this video, I'm going to show you how to set up an SEO-ready WordPress blog using GoDaddy in just about 5 minutes. Start on imzank.com, scroll down, and on the right-hand side, click the banner that will open up the GoDaddy page that's specifically laid out for WordPress hosting. For this demo, we're going to choose the 1-month plan and then just say Add to Cart. Next, if you haven't chosen a URL yet, you can type one in here, hit the search button, and GoDaddy will tell you if it's available. Once you have the one you want, then just click the Next button. And that'll take you through all the setup steps you need. Now, we've already got a domain and we've already got an account, so I'm going to type in those username and password values here in the upper left and choose Login. And then you want to click on the My Account button again in the upper left. So here's the account we're using. You want to go down to Web Hosting, click there, and then click Launch. This will open up your Options and Settings pane. And then you'll notice the first one is WordPress. Click on that. Next is a little tricky to spot. Scroll about halfway down and click Install Now right in the middle of the screen. And now we're faced with the 3-step WordPress installation process. So we're going to click on the domain we want. You may just have one, and then click the Next button. Now it's time to set up the app. Now make sure you choose a really descriptive database name here, because if you end up having quite a few blogs, you don't want to have them all called WordPress 1, WordPress 2, WordPress 3. So give it something that really describes what you're doing. Usually the URL works great. Then hit Next. Now the installation folder, we're going to leave it blank so that if you come to our URL, you automatically get the blog. That's what that does. Now we've got some configuration values. We're going to give an admin name and password. That's what we're going to use to log into our blog to make changes. Select an email and then a blog title. We'll call it Hacking Photography. You can change this later if you want. And now you're all set. Now this may take a couple minutes. Keep refreshing the page until it says Successfully Installed. The next thing to do is to go to your URL, and to edit the page, type in wp-admin. Then type in the username and password that you set up in the last step, and choose Login. Cool, this is your dashboard for your blog. Now the first thing we're going to do is go install a new theme. So go to Appearance, Themes, and then Install Themes. Then choose File. We're going to search for ours. We're going to open the theme and click Install Now. Just takes a couple seconds, then click Activate. Now this is the dashboard for our standard theme. You can just use the first theme that came with WordPress, or you can install your own the way we did. Your dashboard will probably look a little bit different depending on what theme you have. And there's our page. It's only got one post. It's Hello World. So let's go see what we can do with that one post. The first thing we want to do is go install an SEO plugin that's super important for us. So you go to the plugin page, and we're actually just going to delete this Hello Dolly plugin just to clean it up a bit. Next, up top of the page, right next to the word Plugins, it says Add New. We click there, and then we're going to search for WordPress SEO. The first one that comes up is WordPress SEO by Yoast, so click Install Now. Now once that's done installing, you have to activate the plugin. Now let's go back to our first post by clicking on the Post tab, and now look below the post. There's the WordPress SEO by Yoast pane at the bottom. To see how we're doing in an SEO sense, we can type in a focus keyword that we want to concentrate on for this particular blog post. For this one, we're just going to use the word hello. We can see right away that we've used hello in the article heading and the page title, but not in the page URL or the content or the meta description. You can see that as we type, the snippet preview shows you exactly what a user will find when they're searching for your page. So that sets your blog up in just about 5 minutes. But let's look at the Yoast SEO plugin a bit more. We'll update our page and notice that the SEO button is still red. So what seems to be the problem? We've got the page URL, the content, and the meta description to work on. So first, let's change the permalink structure. Click on the permalinks button up top, and let's make sure that the month and name are in every blog URL we use. So we'll click the month and name, and then we'll click Save Changes. So now we'll go back to that particular post, and we'll take a look at the page URL setting and see if we've gotten it to turn green. And sure enough, we have. If we want, we can even go up and edit that page URL. I'll leave the other two items up to you. It'll be really easy to turn those from red to green. And when you've got the green light in Yoast, you can be assured that you've got SEO ready content. Good luck.